John chapter 21. Metatauta. After these things, epanerosen heauton palin, ho Iesus tois matetais, epites thalasses tes Tiberiados. Yeshua revealed himself again to the disciples upon the sea of Tiberiados, epanerosen de hutos, and thus he revealed, San homu, they were being together, Shimon Petros, Shimon Petro, Kai Thomas ho legomenos Didymos, and Thomas, the one being called Didymos, Kai Nathanael ho apokanates Galileas, and Nathanael, the one from Cana of Galilee, Kai hoitu Zebediah, and the ones of Zabdi, Kai alloi ekton materton autu duo, and two others out of his disciples. Lege autois Shimon Petros. Shimon Petro is saying to them, Hypago halieuin. I am going to be fishing. Legusin autoi. They are saying to him, Erkometa kai Hermes synsoi. We are coming also we with thee. Exulton kai enebersan estoploion. They went out and they went up into the boat. Kai enekenei toi nukti epiasan uden, and in that night they caught nothing. Proias de öde genomenes este Jesus estonaigialon. But already morning having become, Yeshua stood on the shore. Umentoi oidesan hoimata tai hoti Jesus estin. But the disciples had not known that it is Yeshua. Lege unautois ho Jesus. Therefore Yeshua is saying to them, Baidia, children, merti prospagion ekete. Ye are having not anything to go with bread? Abegrite san autoi u? They answered to him, No. Hode epen autois. But he said to them, Palete esta dexia mera tu ploiu do dictuon. Cast ye into the right side of the boat, the net. Kai heurasete, and ye shall find. Ebalon un. Therefore they cast. Kai uketi auto helgusai iskuon. Apotu blurtus ton iktuon. And no longer were they being able to haul it in from the multitude of the fishes. Lege un homata te sekenos hon ergapa ho Jesus toi petroi ho curios estin. Therefore, that disciple whom Yeshua was loving, is saying to Petros, "It is the Lord." Shimon un Petros, acusas hoti hokuriosestin, ton ependutön, diedzo sato, gar gymnos, kai ebalen heauton estön talassan. Therefore, Petros, having heard that it is the Lord, put on the outer garment, for he was being naked, and he cast himself into the sea. Hoide alloi matsertai toi ploiarioi ölton, ugar ösan makran apotös gös, alla hosapo pökon diakosion, surontes, to dictuon ton ictuon. But the other disciples came in the boat, for they were not being far from the land, but about 200 cubits away, dragging the net of the fishers. Hosun apebersan estern gön, blepusinan trakian gemenön, kai opsarion epigemenon kai ardon. Therefore, as they got off into the land, they are seeing a fire of coals being laid, and fish and bread lying on. Legeo tois ho Yeshus. Yeshua is saying to them, Enenkatet apoton opsarion hon epiasate nun. Bring ye from the fish which ye caught now. Anepe un Shimon Petros kai helkysen to dictuon estern gön. Therefore Shimon Petros went up, and he drew the net into the earth, meston ictuon megalon, full of large fish, hekaton pentekonta trion, 153, kai tosuton, onton ukeskista to dictuon, and of there being so many, the net was not torn. Lege autois ho Yeshus. Yeshua is saying to them, Deute aristasate. Come ye, we should have breakfast. Udeste etolma ton matserton exetasai auton. But nobody was daring, nobody of the disciples was daring to ask him, Sutis thou, who art thou being? Edotes hoti hokuriosestin. They knew, they had known that it is the Lord. Erketai ho Yeshus kai lambane donarton kai didosin autois. Yeshua is coming, and he is taking the bread and giving to them. Kai to opsarion homoios, and the fish likewise. Tuto öde triton e panerote ho Jesús tois matertais segerte seknekron. Now this is the third time Yeshua was revealed to the disciples, having been raised out of dead ones. Hote un son. Therefore, when they ate, lege toi Simoni Petroi ho Yeshus. Yeshua is saying to Shimon Petro, Shimon Yohannu, Shimon of Yohanan, agapais me, pleon tuton. Thou art mindfully loving me more than these? Lege autoi, nai kyrie, su oidas hoti pilose. He is saying to him, Yes, Lord, thou hast known that I am passionately loving thee. Lege autoi, he is saying to him, Bosque da arniamu, be thou feeding my lambs. Lege autoi, palindeuteron. He is saying to him again a second time, Shimon Yohannu, agapais me. Shimon of Yohanan, thou art loving me. Lege autoi, nai kyrie su oidas hoti pilose. He is saying to him, Yes, Lord, thou hast known that I am passionately loving thee. Lege autoi poimaine da probatamu. He is saying to him, Be thou shepherding my sheep. Lege autoi totriton, Shimon Yohannu piles me. He is saying to him the third time, Shimon of Yohanan, thou art passionately loving me? Elupete ho Petros hoti epen autoi to triton piles me. Petros was grieved that he said to him the third time, Thou art passionately loving me? Kai epen autoi. And he said to him, Kyrie, panta su oidas. Lord, thou hast known all things. Su ginoskes hoti pilose. Thou art knowing that I am passionately loving thee. Lege autoi ho Yeshus. Yeshua is saying to him, Bosque da probatamu. Be thou feeding my sheep. Amen, amen, legosoi. Amen, amen, I am saying to thee, Hote eus neoteros, when thou wast younger, edzonnues seauton kai periepates, hopu öteles. Thou wast dressing thyself, and thou wast walking about where thou wast wanting. Hotande geraseis, but when thou should be old, ektenestas kerasu, thou shalt stretch out thy hands, kai allos zosese, and another shall gird thee, kai oise hoppu uteles, and he shall carry where thou art not wanting. Tuto de epen sermainon poioi tanatoi doxase ton theon. But this he said, signifying by what death he shall glorify the God. Kai tuto epon lege autoi. And having said this, he is saying to him, akolu te moi. Be thou following me. Epistrapes ho Petros plepeton materten hon ögapa ho Jesus akolu tunta hoskai anepesen entoi depnoi epitostertos autu kai epen kyrie disestin ho paradiduse. Petros, having turned, is seeing the disciple whom Yeshua was loving, following, who also reclined in the supper upon the bosom of him, and said, Lord, who is being the one handing thee over? Tuton un idon ho Petros lege toi Yeshu, Kyrie hutos te ti. Therefore, having seen this one, Petros is saying to Yeshua, Lord, and this one, what? Lege autoi ho Yeshus. Yeshua is saying to him, Ean auton telo menin heos erkomai diprose sumoi akolute. If I should be wanting him to be remaining until I am coming, what to thee? Thou, be thou following me. Exerten un hutos hologos estus adelpus hoti homatertes sekenos, ukapotnerske. Therefore this word went out into the brothers that disciple is not dying. Ukepende autoi ho Jesus hoti ukapotnerske. But Yeshua did not say to him that he is not dying. Alean auton telo menin heo serkomai diprose. But if I should be wanting him to be remaining until I am coming, what to thee? Hu tosestin homatertes homaraturon perituton. This disciple is being the one testifying concerning these things. Kai hograpsas tauta, and he, having written them, kai oidamen, hoti alerte sautu her martyria estin, and we have known that his testimony is true. Estin de alla polla hab epoiesen ho Jesus. But many other things there are being also which Yeshua did. Hatina ean graphertai gaten, which if they should be being written according to one by one, udauton oimai ton kosmon, korösen ta grapomena Biblia. I am supposing not the world itself shall be yielding space for the books being written.